Yeah, just great team win. Just the ups and downs, the swings of the game. Our guys were phenomenal with going out there and encouraging each other. When offense made a mistake, defense going out, defense making a mistake, offense going out. Special teams played great. The whole game. There were some critical plays with just about every unit of our special team. So. And really, the next man up mentality of our team was unbelievable. I mean, we had 13 guys that were either out or limited or emergency only, guys. And so we had 13, other players on our football team show up and play ball. So it really, I don't think I've ever seen that big of a next man up mentality by a football team with that many guys.
Coach, with 2 minutes and 34 seconds in the game, DJ Williams, who's been playing great up to that point, couple of balls get away from him, the one deep to Jacob, the one on the sideline where he tried to make a play. At that point, ESPN had, and I know it's just probability numbers, but ESPN had SEMO winning like a 94% chance. You guys get out and get this defensive stop, and your team rallies and pretty much did that the entire fourth quarter. What does that say about your squad, especially after how tough last week was?
I say if you give us 6%, you better watch out. But no, that's there's and we look at those things as coaches, on your sheet, what's the percentages of this or that, but really it came down to necessities, the mother of invention. We had to really go for it there. I mean, we had a choice maybe. I mean, we felt like Baum was actually good from 60. We were going away from the scoreboard and the wind was blowing there a little bit. And, Coach Crass said, hey, I think he's good from 60. So, we had a choice there to try to run the ball to get it to the 43. Coach Hodges thought he had a good throw that he really liked. And, once he went for that on third down, that kind of sealed the deal on fourth. And we had 2 timeouts. So, going off of the chart, you still have time. You're not in love with the field position, especially with 47. I mean, that kid's a beast as a punter. So, but did a great job. Malik got us some yards and then offense went out there and got it done.
Coach John, well,
go ahead, John. You're good.
John Wright from the Murray Ledger and Times. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
This was looking like a reverse of last week. Y'all started off very well. Your first half was very, very strong.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, third quarter, what happened?
We looked like crap in the third quarter. That's what happened. I don't know. They got going and really that's what I'm most proud of our guys. You got down 2 scores and it's looking like they've got Big Mo on their side. And then that fourth quarter hit and our guys went shoes up and, Coach Clay's he's the best strength coach in the country. And Fulton Hart's does an unbelievable job, best trainer in the country. And those guys, they collaborate a lot on, how hard do we work them? How much can we push them? And I think those guys have got our guys conditioned where, when the fourth quarter hits, our guys are feeling good as you can, in a college football game. Nobody's feeling great, but I think those guys feel, strong and conditioned and, ready to rock and roll in the fourth. And I think they really believe if we're within striking distance, we can do it in the fourth. And we actually, gain momentum once that fourth quarter hit.
Coach, this is Adam from Channel 6. You talked about that next man up mentality. What can you say about DJ and his first collegiate game playing and really didn't make any mistakes and led the team to a win?
Yeah, I mean, DJ is what we, knew he was when we recruited him. You're never 100% sure till a guy gets out there, gets in the fire. But, based on, our evaluation of him in recruiting. And then, I knew his high school coach, Dontrell Jackson. So, that really, really helped to have somebody on the inside tell you about, somebody's heart, what they have on the inside, how guys follow them. Are they able to, in a big game, step up, make plays, all that kind of stuff. And he knows that he played at Ohio University when I was there as a quarterback. So that was great having that insight, but you never really know, usually unless you have some kind of intel like that, what a guy's going to do when when the lights come on and it's actually game time. But, talent wise, he's got it all, can run, can throw. And then he proved out here today that, he can lead a team. He can, run the entire offense, which, we've thought that from the beginning and have been working him, when Preston was healthy, into different moments in the game to try to get him ready for, a moment like this, if it would have arisen, and it did. And he stepped up and he played phenomenal. Really, really proud of him.
Coach, did you think Malik was going to pick that ball up and try to do something with it?
Well, we kept, the position kept changing, on as far as, where they were, and 47 is really good. And, we initially were gonna, we're worried about not having enough time to do anything, except maybe a last play. And then, they threw the ball and we had a little extra time. And so we went from telling him to, put his heels on the end of the goal line and take it out no matter what, and go on a return to say, hey, put your heels on the 10. If it goes out, we got enough time. We got to, even though we don't have any timeouts, we got enough time, we think, to get in field goal range. Coach Crass really thought if we could get to the 43, that Baum would have a chance. So we felt better, about it, and kind of changed our mind right last second. But it certainly helped with Malik getting us some yards right there, and starting the drive off, a little better field position.
And I'll go ahead and say this. Ask this one. Did you think on the touchdown, did you think he was going to try something with that one?
Well, that's really a credit to, Coach Cunningham, our special teams coordinator, who shows some video of other games and talks to the guys about football IQ. And he actually, we had something happen in practice, and then he actually showed a game clip of another team. I think it was maybe Memphis or something, of a ball, and he was showing it for both the punt team and the punt return team. But that if a ball's touched, that doesn't make it down. You have to grab the ball, give it to the official. And he talked to him about the actual rule that if a ball's touched and as a punt returner, you can go pick it up, and it's like a get out of jail free card. If you fumble that, you get the ball back. So, Malik was in that meeting, and he listened, and he got an opportunity to do what Coach Cunningham was talking about. And there was great blocking on the play. We had a return called actually on that, and the guys did a great job blocking. And Malik, football IQ, did an incredible job. And it was a big time play.
Coach, last week you said to me, you've been a first half team most of the year. That's what people have been saying about you guys. Third quarter, it started to look like that. Fourth quarter, you guys put it together. Do you think going on, it's not, we're just a first half team? Do you think the team is finally starting to put it together and you can go the distance all 4 quarters?
No, I think we played 4 quarters, in the opener. I think we did against EIU. I was more trying to make light of how pissed I was after the UT Martin game than anything, by saying that we, played a second half, since we didn't play one against BG and Cincinnati. I think our guys more, I think we got focused. I think UT Martin humbled us. I think UT Martin focused us. I think we got away from who we are, which is a bunch of kids out there fighting for every inch on the football field for their brother. I think the preseason hype and some of that stuff, I think we got out of whack, got out of focus, listened to the noise. And, I think today we got back to who we really are, just having fun playing football and playing hard for our brother, and encouraging our brother all the way through the game.
Coach, I know you probably don't have a lot of insight at this exact moment, but you mentioned 13 guys, 2 of them that obviously weren't on the field: Preston Rice, Lamartez Brooks. You've already talked about Daquan Dallas earlier this year. What sort of clarity do you have as far as health, or do you think more of that'll come on Monday?
Yeah, Monday will be big. Like I said, we had 13 guys either out or limited or emergency. We had a couple of linemen, Austin Jones, Georgia, that were going to be emergency only. I don't think they played it down. We got McKee, with a groin, was going to be, emergency only. So, of those 13, I think there's, probably a handful that will go from, hey, emergency only, to guys that'll, be probably at worst, I think we can get them to limited and go out and be a 15, 20 plays, and help us, maybe, do a really good job and rehab, and we're fortunate we can get them back in there. But yeah, it's not all 13 guys that are completely out, like Daquan Dallas or Isaiah Reed or Don Parker, or Humpick. Some guys that have some bigger injuries that we got to kind of wait another week or two before we even know when we can get them.